You call me a saint, but you know.
Now, you may ask yourself, what does being on the Oasis of the Seas and Corvette mods have to do with each other? Absolutely nothing.
Honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Hey now, honey, I've been driving around in my car, looking for some kind of open bar. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright. Got no money, but I'll work it out with my charm. Having a good time, ain't doing no harm. It's gonna be alright, gonna be alright.
Okay, now when I say absolutely nothing, cruise ships and Corvettes have nothing to do with each other. But the reason I'm making this video is, if you remember with the 2016 Corvette, I had a blue glow. And I wanted to get that effect back with the 2019 Z06. So just before I left on this cruise, I ordered the lights for the footwells and for the back hatch. They came in Friday. And I'm like, hey, what a great idea. I'll go ahead and do those mods before I leave and maybe do an intro or something on the ship. So, like I said before, I'm standing here in Central Park on the ship. It's like one small section of the huge ship. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to different parts of the ship, gonna show you a little bit of it, and then I'm also gonna show you those mods. So I spent all day Friday. Now, it wasn't all day. It didn't take that long, but I spent a lot of time on Friday trying to put those lights in before I left coming on this cruise. I forgot how hard it is to install those lights. It's easy, but it's hard. It's hard because the spaces are like so small for you to get into to install. So yep, just before I left, blue lights, mod number 4. Okay, with the mods, the blue lights that is, I thought about going with a different color, but I changed my mind. Because like for example, I thought about green, and I'm like, no, it doesn't really match anything with the car. And then I thought about red, and I remember back to the first C7 that I got, and it had red seats. And I said to myself, I'm just not gonna drive around angry all day. Now, the lights don't stay on all the time, but what ends up happening is when you get out of the car or when you get in the car, the lights come on. Instant red. Think about red everything around you. Someone says, hey, what time is it? You'd be like, I don't have a watch. I don't want to do that. Okay, guys, we moved inside because it's getting a little windy. We got some people going back and forth, but what are you gonna do? Back to the mods. Before you get started, make sure that you have all of the tools with you. One of the first tools that you're gonna need is a fork. And get a little small fork that you can spread the teeth, because there's some pins underneath the dash that you have to pry open to get to the lights. Okay, so now, first up, footwells. Driver side, passenger side. Driver side is a little different than the passenger side.
You call me a saint, but you know I'm a stranger, all willing and able to do what you want. You think I'm a thinker, but I'm just a singer.
Now, one of the things that I want to caution you and warn you about, don't eat lunch before you start this process. The area underneath the dash is like maybe this big. Put on a few pounds, you might have to get someone else to help you out with these mods. Now, there's also another reason why you need to have that fork. In the front, it's got little bitty bulbs, about like that. There's a little clip that you have to push on the side. If you don't hit that clip, it's not coming loose. Now, once you get that clip loose, you're off to the races. It's just a matter of connecting it up and then putting the dash back in place. Very important, very important. Do not break those clips, because to order some new ones or to find some new ones, it's not gonna be easy.
Shouldn't be trusting me, I could be making it all up, you know.
Okay, so it was a little tough. I kind of had forgot about how difficult it was to get up underneath the dash. But the front lights are done. I got the blue lights going on inside, or I'm sorry, the blue glow going on inside the car. So we're good to go. Now it's time to move to the rear hatch. And that one's pretty straightforward. Okay, one of the things that you have to keep in mind when doing the trunk is that you may have to strip the wires just a little bit, but not strip it down to the bare wires, but they have some protective, I guess it would be some electrical kind of tape that you may have to strip a little bit to get the clip pins to clip on the wires. You don't have to cut, you don't have to weld or anything like that. Basically, it's just gonna require you to have some clips that clip down on a wire, and then the two pieces for the back trunk LED lights, they just plug right in. And when they plug in and the lights light up, you're Gucci.
I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Down to obscurity, don't let me ever be this alone. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. could be making it all up, you know.
So the back is a lot easier than the front. It took me maybe 10 minutes to get the back done. In the front, it was really an issue with getting up underneath the dash. But 10 minutes, I was done. But right behind me is rock climbing. We're at the back of the ship. This thing is humongous. I know I probably said this before, but the ship that we're on is Oasis of the Seas. And this is the first voyage of this ship since they renovated it, meaning they put a slide in. I'll show you that in a minute. They have the flow rider in the back. I hope to do that with my son before I leave. And this area right here is like a big theater area type place, rock climbing. If you have the opportunity, and if you can't do it right now, I strongly suggest do what I did. I took about 1.5 years. I just saved up a little bit at a time so that I could take the whole family with me. We have 3 suites. They're not suites. I'm not rolling like that. We have 3 rooms with balconies. We open up the balconies. We can go from room to room. It's amazing.
You look worried, and maybe you should be, 'cause this is a warning that I'm throwing out, 'cause I'm the worst player that ever will play you to mix up sweet words with the person.
So I'm really happy that I got those mods in before I left. It was a struggle trying to get packed and help the family get everything together, because we actually drove down to Miami. So I got that installation in Friday before I left. We've had a great time here on the Oasis. I wish I could have filmed a lot more places, but you know, vacations should be really reserved for family and enjoy it. If you can get some pictures in here and there, great. So, mod number 4. I got the blue lights going on in the front, got the blue lights going on in the back. I'm gonna show you a couple of clips of how it looks at night. And if you remember the 2016, then you know it had a special little effect, and I'm sorry, I just love that effect. If you ever get a chance to take a cruise on the Oasis of the Seas, I would highly recommend it. It's been unbelievable. I can't even really put it into words. But we need to wrap this up. I got family waiting on me. Until next time, have fun. Don't forget to subscribe. Be safe, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.